Hands up.
Hello and welcome to the It Takes All Kinds podcast, episode 234? 235?
Five?
235. Right. We're recording this on Sunday, September 28th. You'll be hearing this on Tuesday, September 30th.
It is the 30th of September. It is almost time for spooky Halloween ghosts to be taking over the podcast. We're gonna have spooky Halloween ghosts coming very soon.
That's right, Carson. And you're going to be recommending a new Halloween movie every episode, right?
New Halloween. I don't hate that idea. Can I do that?
Yeah, you could do that. Halloween movie that you could watch.
It's so stupid, but it's funny. Every week.
So, guys, we're
recommending a new Halloween movie. We should call it something really stupid, like Carson's Cinema Crypt.
Yeah,
it's too close to something else I already do, but I might take it anyways. Carson's Cinema
Crypt of Cinema.
Carson's Cinema Coroner. Carson's Cinema Coroner. And every week I recommend a new
every week we're gonna give you little discounts.
Where is that at? I never have that one ready to go. It's too hard to find.
Sorry, I it's too niche. It's 4 or 5 pages back there, I bet.
It probably is. And I can't, it doesn't let me search it.
They won't let me search it.
We can
rock and roll.
It's probably give. Hold on, we're gonna get it. It'd probably just be easier if I just looked for it. Hold on.
And every week we're gonna have a Halloween themed treat for you to bake, and Gavin's bakery box.
We didn't have a good name for that one yet. I can't.
We're workshopping that one still.
We're just kind of, that one's kind of. We're figuring that one out.
We're figuring it out, yeah.
Oh, it's really quiet.
Quiet.
I gotta pause the music. I need to boost this one up.
We can give you a little discounts.
There it is.
We can give you a little discounts.
Whoa, that one did a weird thing.
Let me discounts.
Let's try that again.
We can give you a little discounts.
Okay, that one was fine. Why did it jump?
We can give you discounts.
There is the ghosts are starting early. We didn't tell them it's not Halloween yet. It's technically not the first week of October because this doesn't come out. This comes out the 30th, as we said.
Yeah, you should, if you're watching this at home and if you're watching this at home, you could be listening to it in your car, whatever you're doing with it, and when it's Halloween, ghosts possess your computer and your phone, and your TV. So what you should do is you should destroy them as soon as they start to mess up. Mm-hmm. I mean, just lay into them.
Just lay them out.
Yeah, and that includes your car.
Destroy your car.
Includes your car.
Destroy your car. Destroy your phone. Just get rid of it. Just go off the grid.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
I think that was a Spoon T-shirt. I think it said sell your kids, sell your wife, sell your house.
Recording in progress.
Oh.
Can you repeat that again? The ghosts are back.
And it was sell your kids. It was sell your kids, sell your house, sell your wife, or something like that.
That's a fun shirt.
Yeah, I need that shirt.
Let's get him that shirt, guys.
I need it expeditiously.
It's
Carson, what have we got on the docket today? We're gonna be gooning right through this.
We're gonna be gooning right through this. It's a big week. We got a lot of good stuff. We got Tylenol Trump, of course. Then we have what I consider the big story of the week. Poop spray causes $55,000 in damage at South Carolina school, and it wasn't by a student, which is the twist. Sorry, I just gave it away. But
yeah, come on, man. I'm just thinking of what could make someone want to do that. But
we'll get to that. I wish
the pooper is still at large.
The poop's still at large. It's really stinking it up. We have massive Star Wars news this week with the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer.
This is that was supposed to be for the past one, but
okay.
This one that works for the Star Wars one too. This one I'm very excited for.
Yeah,
this one is huge. I mean, you guys are gonna your knocks are gonna be socked off.
Your knocks are gonna be socked right off. It's the first look at Jeremy Allen White as Jabba the Hutt's son,
Rada
the Hutt. I was just testing Gavin to see if he remembered. Is Jabba the Hutt's son, Pizza the Hutt. So stupid. What a dumb joke. It's like a dad joke.
Isn't that is from Spaceballs?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is his name Pizza the Hutt?
Yeah.
I'm Googling that. I've never seen the movie. I'm trusting you. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, wow. He's a big old pizza guy.
And yep, I'm right again.
That movie seems like it would be so fun and good, but everybody I've talked to about it. Yeah, everybody I've talked to it doesn't like it. And they're all people who love
Mel Brooks.
Mel Blanc's movies. Looney Tunes guy.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh my God. Let's try and find that one, guys. Come on, here we go. Here we go. We got to find this one. Hold on.
What have I done?
Hold on. We're going to find it. Don't you worry, guys. Hold on. Here it is.
Oh, I'm dying again.
Yeah, there he is, Mel Blanc.
There he is, Mel Blanc, my favorite director. And then finally, Gavin's Techno World, talking about the new iPhones, which my feed is littered with orange iPhones right now.
You're welcome.
You're
welcome. You're welcome. It's probably my fault.
I don't have one, but Gavin does have the new iPhone. The standard one. He doesn't have the one with the 75 cameras and bright orange or anything. So he's you look like Max from the Grinch, the cartoon Grinch. You look like a dog. You fucking dog. So we're gonna be talking about that. There's the thumbnail. Like a mugshot. So we're talking about that. If there's any time, we will dip into Carson's Cinema Corner, not the Coroner. We'll start the Coroner next week.
Next week during Spooky Halloween.
It's spooky Halloween time on the It Takes All Kinds podcast. So that's what you guys have to look forward to this week, and we're very excited. Speaking of Halloween, I'll just jump right into my stuff. I put up my
Carson,
decorations.
what did you do this week?
Put my decorations up last night at about 1 in the morning, I think.
Sounds about right.
Just doing some late night activities.
That's something that you always tell me about, how much you just get the urge to decorate it like 2, 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, I do. I just start hanging things up, putting up lights everywhere. No, I actually need to get more decorations, if I'm being honest. The funny thing is though, is that like half of my collectibles, my things are already Halloween related, so there's really not much decorating to do because half of it's already up.
Don't worry, man. We'll get you some decorations that are good for every season.
Great. That'd be really nice. If you guys, we're gonna set up a Venmo. If you guys can send us money to get me new
PO
decorations,
box.
Send us new decorations to the PO box, of course. We'll take anything. We'll take anything we can get. And then over the previous weekend, I went back to our hometown, St. Charles, Missouri, right outside of St. Louis. Went there for my grandma's 90th birthday party. So shout out Gram, which I've never ever called her that. Gim Gam. Which that was really fun. Got to see a lot of family and then got to see a lot of friends and go out. It was a good time until my flight home, which was not so great. It was a full flight, which is like whatever, no big deal. Straight through.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't know that would upset him so much. I wouldn't have said that if I knew that he would get that upset.
Full flight, no.
No, fuck. That's what I said. They're like, this is a full flight. And I was like, motherfucker. You kidding me? There was a guy.
Get me out of this flight. I don't want to be on a full flight.
The guy who was making that announcement where he's like, this is going to be a full flight. So, you know.
This is going to be a full flight.
Not that guy. The guy at the gate who announces it. Okay. He had a really thick Irish accent.
This is going to be a full flight.
I swear to God, this is a full flight, so make sure you're going to be sitting there at somebody shit, and the middle seat's going to be that full, and that there's a mat there, okay? Which was fun. Oh.
Sorry, getting a phone call.
It's all right. Don't even worry about it.
I have to take this.
Full flight, I get on the plane, and I find an aisle seat. There's already a person in the middle and the window, so I'm assuming they're a couple. I might imagine so. So I go to the seat, and I'm like, hey, is this seat taken? No response. They don't even look at me, Gavin. They don't even act like I'm there. And I'm just like, and I just go, okay. And I put my bag up there and I sit down. The whole flight, they didn't say anything. They never moved. They could have been ghosts for all I know. No, they were watching movies and stuff. But she kept the woman.
You kept looking over her screen and like, that looks like a cool movie.
What are you watching? I kept pushing her elbow off the arm.
That looks like a really cool movie.
What movie is that? No, she kept sniffling the whole flight, and I was like, "Is she crying or is she sick?" And then I was like feeling sick a few days after, and I was like, "She's fucking sick, wasn't she?" I don't know. I feel fine now, but that's what it sounded like. But it's just like, yeah. And then as the flight was taking off, they both like did the sign of the cross, and I was like, "Oh, okay, what's happening right now?" They didn't talk to me.
They saw your tattoos. They saw your tattoos, and they said,
"Oh, I had pants on."
Oh.
I learned from Larry David in an episode of Curb. He says, "You never wear shorts on a plane," and now I don't.
That's true. I actually have never worn shorts on a plane.
Not supposed to. It's gross.
Maybe that's where I got it from.
That's where you got it from. Well, I mean, you are the embodiment of that.
I think
I've
of
never
those
seen
things.
you.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, I've never seen you and Larry David in the same room, so I don't know who's.
Neither have I.
No.
Neither have I.
And then, about 30 minutes into the flight, I look up from watching. What was I watching?
Minecraft?
Creed 2.
Oh, okay.
Which is not that great. And then I found out Ryan Coogler didn't even direct that one. And I was like, well, that's probably why. I look up to near the front of the plane where I'm starting to see the beginnings of some sort of commotion. There's a woman and a man sitting in an aisle, like towards the front. And I just see her like looking at him, like she's like, it looked like she was like on her knees up in her chair. So she was like above, like I could see her over top of the seats. And she was like saying something and like patting his chest or something. And then I see her like motion to the flight attendant. And the flight attendant runs over and then she runs back. And then all the flight attendants like run up to the front. I was like, okay, what's going on here?
You have noise canceling on, so it's literally like a silent film.
Yeah, when I was playing ragtime music too. Yeah, so flight attendants run over, and then the other flight attendant runs back to the.
Okay, we're gonna be.
She goes, it wasn't that loud. She's like, if there's any medical, if there's any doctors or medical professionals, EMTs on the plane, if you could please come to the front, we could really use your help. And then gets off.
We could really use your help.
We could really use your help. So then somebody sitting next
gets up.
Everybody gets up. Everybody's doctors. Turns out it was a conference. This like couple who was sitting like on the other side of where I was, like yell back to one of their friends. Their friend runs up, and then another person who's a doctor runs up to the front. And they get up there and they're kind of like, what's going on? And then I see them calm down, and I was like, okay. I'm like, it seems like whatever's happening isn't that big of a deal. And
she's got really bad heartburn.
Yeah, because I was like, here we go. We're gonna have to fucking land in like Las Vegas or something, and we're gonna have to fucking deboard. Like, all these things are going. Meanwhile, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this guy. I'm like, we're just gonna have to fucking something stupid's gonna have to happen, like, and I'm gonna make it everybody's problem.
Yeah.
So then I see them calm down, and then one of them walks back, and he like just gives the thumbs up to his friends. So I was like, oh, okay. And then everything was fine, but the whole time I was like, "Here we go."
Well, if the doctor has a thumbs up, then that usually
the doctor still had all of his thumbs, so I felt pretty good about the situation. I think the guy might have been choking, if I had to guess, because I was like doing a lot of that and they gave him water, giving a lot of. The doctor did that a few times.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Him.
Yeah, they were burping him.
You leaned him forward.
I thought about walking up whenever I went to the bathroom. And just went over to him and just walked over
just
and been
like,
look. No, I just walked over and be like, what the fuck happened, dude? What was that all about, dude? What was that all about? Dude, not
like
cool.
Then you get back from the bathroom, you just like
I tap him on the shoulder, I'm like,
yeah. Just like
what'd you do that for?
You're an attention whore.
Dude, come on, man. There's other people on this flight, not just you.
Right. We're all trying to get home, aren't we?
We're all trying to get home, aren't we? Don't do that again. Okay? Please don't do that again. That was really fucking weird of you to do that. And then the flight was
trying to get home. I want to go home.
I want to go home. I just want to go home and go to bed. Dude, come on, man. Why'd you do that, man? What the hell was that? And then
make him feel even worse about the situation.
Yeah, make him feel like shit. And then towards the last 30 minutes of the flight, I look up right in front of me, the people directly in front of me who, whenever they came around and asked for drinks, ordered the most complicated drink order I've ever heard on an airplane. I don't even know what it was, but it literally, they were talking to the flight attendant for like what felt like 5 minutes explaining what they wanted to order. So of course they were drinking and were drunk because then like, you know, an hour after that, they were laughing too loud for an airplane. And then so the final 30 minutes, I look up and notice that the husband is like fanning his wife, and they're probably like 50, 60. And I was like, it's not that hot on here. And I run hot, so I would know if it was hot. And then a flight attendant comes over and I hear them talking, and then he goes back and comes back with like a barf bag. And I was like, these fucking dumb idiots. Like, and immediately I was like, they should just fucking ban alcohol on airplanes. Why are we serving alcohol on an airplane? Stop doing that. Like, just
give you a little discount.
Give you a discount on alcohol. And I was like, I was livid. I was like, if these people fucking throw up, I want to be so mad. Like, I'm going to be like so fucking ketchup. Mad. Because they're right in front of me, too. Like, there's no way I wouldn't know. I would be hot ketchup. That's what they ordered. How'd you know? So thankfully they didn't. But it was just like this whole flight, like everything that could have gone wrong almost did and then didn't. It was just like, oh wait, no, we're just teasing you.
Okay, yeah, all right.
It sucked. I was so
the flight from hell,
and it was fine. We got back a little bit of turbulence, but nothing too bad. But
almost the scariest recommendations you're gonna make for a Halloween episode.
Yes, in Carson Cinema Coroner coming out of the coroner's office. We got we got the VHS
creature
copies
from the Black Lagoon.
Ooh, which I am not recommending because I don't really like that movie. It's too scary.
It's just so scary. I can't do it.
So that was almost my Rapture because that was the day before the Rapture, which I didn't even know anything about until that day on Monday when I woke up and was like, just trying to DM your crush before the Rapture happens. And I was like, what is happening? A Rapture? So I knew nothing about that. Yeah, what do you know? The
backstory on that is that Christian TikTok
Christ Talk.
Yeah, Christ Talk. It's good. Yeah, that's good. Was trying to freak everybody out about having the Rapture on Tuesday. Like they were actually giving like Rapture survival tips and stuff like that. I don't think that they were. They do this like every 4 years or so. Like right. I'm pretty sure there's always something like that. And then, but yeah, I think it was truly just like they're trying to make something out of something just because of political events and the way that things are. Like there's always those people, like the end is near type of people. Like, posting on TikTok basically. But
sounds like a lot of people were picking this one up.
Yeah, a lot of people were picking it up and then just running with it because they were like, "Oh, if you guys want to talk about how crazy the Rapture is going to get, you're going to see your naked old lady neighbor."
Oh shit! Wait, I kind of want to see that. Wait, that's a problem.
Yeah, that would be weird. That would.
Oh yeah, that would be fucking crazy. What time is that going to start?
When is that supposed to happen? Yeah, so that was really it. So did you get raptured, Carson? Did you survive?
Oh yeah. Well, I think that was my Rapture. It was just like it's bad flight. I mean, that's the Rapture. That's the kind of Rapture. Yeah, that's a Rapture itself.
Maybe the Rapture is the friends we made along the way.
Oh, that's a good point. Gavin, did you get raptured? How was your week?
I did not get raptured, unfortunately.
Oh, unfortunately. You wanted to see the neighbor.
I did cut a hole in my ceiling, so I got to patch that up still, but.
Oh, so you saw your neighbor anyways?
No. I live on the ceiling. I live on the roof.
Oh, right.
I live on the ceiling.
You just wanted a quick exit for when the Rapture happens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, wait. It's starting. And I run up to the hole.
And then you just shoot through it.
Yeah, it was a busy week. Very busy week. And I went to the Turnstile concert last night.
You sure
with the
did.
openers, Jane Remover, Speed, and Mannequin Pussy.
I thought you'd be wearing the shirt today.
Well, the thing is that it smelled like backwoods. It smelled like fire.
Not from you.
Not from me.
No.
Not from me. The whole concert, people were lighting up.
It was
even
sponsored
during the
by
openers.
Backwood.
Serious, dude. It smells like. I came home and I smelled like cigarettes.
And it was an indoor
cigarettes
venue.
and yep.
That's so weird because I don't occasionally people will smoke in a venue.
I always go to the shows that people smoke weed at.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I always do.
And
I always go to the shows that people smoke weed at, and
I try to.
I do not smoke weed.
No, I know you don't. I know you don't seek it out either.
No, I'm not even gonna ask anybody around me. But there were definitely a couple people that were literally like right next to me. Were just like trying to light.
Why not just use a vape?
Well, that too.
Normal
If people
person.
were vaping, so like vaping,
Yeah.
marijuana, cigarettes, whatever. People were smoking shit.
That's so weird.
So it smells.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm gonna whenever I do have it. I do have it. So.
Very nice. Very nice.
Got the tour dates on the back.
Very nice.
And just for you, Carson.
Let's see the tag. Oh, nice. They got their own tags. I like that.
Yeah, they said that they had a couple shirts. They had a shirt there that had pictures from this tour. So like they are constantly producing.
Well, that's cool.
Or like from like May.
Wow. That's pretty
So like
cool.
they're constantly producing these T-shirts.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Cool
Yeah,
stuff.
Speed was sick. Jane Remover kind of gave. They were like this really soft opener. They were like at 7:00 they went on. They were like a 100 Gex type of vibe.
Okay. Okay.
People scream, just kind of like screaming into a mic. I mean, legitimately, just go like. Actually, it wasn't too far from that. It really wasn't too far from that.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Huh. Okay. I gotta hear this.
I had earplugs in, and then Speed came on, and they were fucking insane. I had never been to a hardcore show, and they were Australian, but they sounded like really British. Some of my favorite takeaways are, the lead singer was very hyped up. He was very energetic,
Yeah.
and so
Wait, did he pull out the flute?
He did.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
right at the end, and he was trying to get the crowd into it. He was like, "Open this fucking pit up!"
Yeah.
He's like, there was like a couple moments in there where they like had a couple times where they were talking about what being hardcore means and how much it means to them and all that. And then one of my favorites was that he's like, "I want you to go home and tell everybody that you love them." And like this, just like that.
Yeah.
And I recorded a couple clips from them because it was like a bit that we had for a long time. It was like they talked exactly like that.
Yeah.
And so
They're great.
enjoyed the show a lot. Mannequin Pussy came on and they were really good. They kind of had like a wall of sound kind of vibe to them, and I wasn't expecting that at all. Very punk kind of vibes. They were kind of more punky than they were hardcore, but they were still really good. And they also had their 5-minute interludes where they talked about misogyny, misandry, politics, the whole 9 yards with that. Oh, and Speed also was like, "Free Palestine!"
Yeah.
So they were everybody was with it, and there were a couple people wearing like Palestine shirts and hats and stuff like that at the show. And during the Turnstile set, Turnstile was having cameras being projected onto the big screen. They were walking around, so
Like Coldplay.
Yeah, like Coldplay. And there was actually a guy who looked just like Chris Martin that got put on the screen, and I couldn't believe it. It looked exactly like Chris Martin.
Yeah.
But anyway, they were wearing Palestine shirts, and people would go crazy for that too. So
Nice.
It was really cool. It was really cool. Turnstile came on and just rocked it as well. I think that they had a lot more energy for the songs that are newer. They did have some. I would say I think the biggest moshing was happening during her really old songs.
Mm-hmm.
After looking at the playlist again, they played a lot of partial songs, and they didn't really go the full 9 yards on some of them.
Interesting.
They didn't play like the full song. They just play like an excerpt from it, or you know, just a part, or minus
like
stuff.
for like interlude kind of things.
Yeah. So they definitely had the crowd into it though. They were jumping, and I was jumping, but everybody was jumping. Of note, during the speed set, going back here, there was a guy who right at the beginning of the set like got hurt and like blew his knee out or something like that. And I was like right where the production staff was in the box or whatever. And he like limped over to the box, and like security guard, he was basically trying to like sit down in there. And the security guard was like, you gotta go see the first aid. And he's like, and so like he was just like hopping away. And I saw him after the show, and I was like, hey man, how are you doing? You know, he's like, oh, you know, man, I'm gonna have to retire. He's like, you know, gotta retire from the pit, you know, like he's like, it happens to everybody. And I'm like, is your knee okay? And he's like, yeah, that's fucked. I'm gonna go to urgent care. I'm gonna have to go to urgent care. And I was like, sounds good, man. Have a good one.
All right, see you, buddy.
Yeah, so it was really cool. I enjoyed it. I would love to go to more hardcore shows, not get beat up, but just honestly, I was laughing.
That's what I do,
because it's just cool. Like it's just cool. Like the energy is crazy. It's infectious. So
yeah, I stay.
Didn't feel out of place though. I would say the crowd was very much like my vibe. I would say, or you know, maybe not my vibe, but like there were people I would probably vibe with and could very easily conversate with. So, yeah,
definitely,
yeah. Great show. And they played it at the Armory, which is where the Minneapolis Lakers used to play in the 50s. So
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So like a
definitely looked
mini
like that.
arena kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it pretty packed?
Kind of like an atrium. You know?
Okay.
Yes, it was packed though. It was fucking hot as balls. It was so hot. I was honestly kind of worried about like getting crunched. Not that I wasn't even that far forward, but I was like. And even during the show, Turnstile and Speed and Mannequin Pussy they were always asking me after every song. They're like, "Is everybody okay? Everybody okay?"
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, they were great. No stage flippers for any of the show. I think the venue was against it. So
yeah,
and also the previous night, someone had gotten pepper sprayed doing that. So they may have
at
just
a Turnstile
at a Turnstile show.
Yeah.
So
in Chicago, I believe, right?
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm glad nobody got pepper sprayed tonight or last night.
Well, I'm glad too. And
but yeah, that was my week.
Well, good man. Glad you got to finish off a busy week with a fun show. Speaking of fun show, let's keep the fun rolling with everybody's favorite president, right? We all love this guy, Donald John. President. This is a bit of an old news, so everybody kind of knows about it by now, but we haven't covered it yet, so we're gonna cover it. I mean, quickly, but I'm sure it won't be quick. But Trump had this. Well, I don't know, Gavin. You may be able to explain it better. Was it a press conference? What even was it?
Yeah, Trump had this press conference where they were talking about recommendations on whether or not pregnant women should be taking Tylenol.
Because that's very important.
Yeah, the generic, otherwise known as acetaminophen.
Mm-hmm.
Acetaminophen.
Good to know.
ACETINOPHEN.
There you go.
ACETINO.
You won the spelling bee.
ACETA.
It's all good.
MINOPHEN.
There you go.
That's how you spell it. There you go.
There you go.
And he, you could very clearly tell he did not care nor really know what the fuck was going on during this entire press conference.
But it was very important that they.
It was very important. Yeah, it was very important. So important that there were a couple times during this press conference where he had to pass it off to RFK because he knew so much.
The genius of
Rohlf Robert Kenneth.
Robert Fenneke. What's it? Kennedy? Malert Methody.
So he, so obviously he had some goofs and gaffes because he's not someone that really should be making any type of medical recommendation whatsoever.
Him or Robert. No,
yeah, him or Robert, both of them. But I mean, really, anybody from that from that administration, in my opinion. But
they're just making claims based off vibes.
Purely. Yeah, and they even the study that they cited routinely throughout this press conference, it was a very, very low risk. Like it's one of those like, yeah, you know what's probably worse for pregnant women is having a fever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not gonna like this answer, but having fever and pain generally isn't good for people. Yeah. And there's a reason why they have that as an option for that. So throughout this, Donald Trump is consistently making wild claims, mispronouncing things, and so we're going to play some of the greatest hits from this conference.
So we have a few clips. We're going to start with the one that I think this is my favorite one. I like them all because they're all ridiculous, but this one especially. So this is we'll just watch this, but this is Trump. This is like his intro. We'll go in sequential order, I believe.
First, effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of well, let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen.
You can hear Rob.
Acetaminophen.
You can hear RFK.
Acetaminophen. Okay. Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol.
Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol.
Basically, it's commonly known as Tylenol, basically.
Can be associated with a very increased risk of autism.
This is what I mean. Like, he sincerely doesn't give a flying fuck about this. He doesn't care. He's just reading off whatever it says, and he's trying to piece together the words and look up at the same time. He just doesn't care.
Because he probably doesn't
know
even
anything.
No, and I'm sure he does. He's like, I don't know. Sure, we can. Well,
you can hold a press conference, Robert, if that makes you feel better about it. And the thing is that they hyped it up as like this big reveal. That they're like, this is what's going to be. This is what it's going to be. But because the Trump administration literally is leaking things all the time to staffers and, frankly, anybody that has access to a group chat, such as journalists, what they're going to be announcing. This was announced like 2 or 3 weeks before they announced it, and they're like, the HHS is going to be revealing the cause of autism being Tylenol. So be prepared for that.
It's a big reveal. Even like their announcement, which by the way, I believe this is on Tuesday. Them announcing that Hegseth is getting all of the top military people together in Virginia. Like, why did you announce that?
Why would you announce that?
Why would you go, hey, if you want all of the
if
most
anybody were to do
people
anything,
are going to be right here.
We're going to go to this event all at the same time.
It's like,
don't do anything.
Don't announce that. Don't. Why would you announce that? And also, like, you just cause mass hysteria by doing that. Because that's all it's done for, like, me and every other person is like, why are we getting everybody together? Why? What's happening?
Yeah, what's the point?
What's the point of this?
And also, like, in the medical world, the people we were just making jokes about how, like, we were going to be taking Tylenol off of our formulary at the hospital, and we're trying to as if autism is something that needs to be fixed, I guess. Like, that's the whole thing is, but they're like, I guess, to prevent autism, we got to stop giving people Tylenol. That fever is going to rage on.
Right. Even though it's apparently only for pregnant women, but now everybody's gonna it's just like what
and then but I will say a meme that did spawn from this is like asking your mom or like asking your parents if they took Tylenol, or that. And the other thing is that everybody's always asking, like, recently it's been like, I may be, I think one of the reasons why I'm like this is because my parents took Tylenol is like what a lot of people are saying, like, well, again, it's just like, okay, like, congratulations, guys.
We did it.
We did it. And then one of my favorites, which I didn't pull. I don't think I pulled that clip, but it was the Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Oh no, we got that one.
Oh, we got that one.
I don't know if it's this one or the next one. Let's find out.
Okay.
To Bobby and the group, let's do it now. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
There it is. What does that mean? Who knows? Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
But the thing about any of his press conferences, he always has a moment like this in all of them.
Yeah.
But so like, I think the Today Show in like 2017 made a whole like 5-minute long clip of all of his wonders and flubs. So this is not an uncommon occurrence. He does this all the time.
No.
And so it's great that he was doing this during a very important conference such as this.
Well, and it just shows how much he does. I feel like the more flubs he has in a press conference is the more uninterested he is in the topic.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because he also just like loses his train of thought very easily, obviously. Yeah. I mean, in one of these next clips, you'll see just how fucking nuts it is.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like it is kind of funny to think about. Like, I don't think there's been a president who's had this many, like, misspeak flub things.
George Bush was pretty good at
George Bush was
pretty good about
That's true.
The flubs and weird like Freudian slips. He was pretty big on that.
That is
almost
true.
known for that.
I don't think Obama had any.
No, Obama had to be. I feel like Obama was one of the more put together presidents of our time.
Yeah, of our time. Yeah. The short amount
people
of time
older than us, but
yeah. Let's continue this clip though.
But with Tylenol, don't take it. Don't take it. And if you can't live, if your fever is so bad, you have to take one because there's no alternative to that. Sadly, first question, what can you take instead? It's actually, there's not an alternative to that. And as you know, other of the medicines are absolutely proven bad. I mean, they've been proven bad.
What?
The aspirins and the Advils and others, right?
Is that true? Have the others been?
I have never heard of those ever being proven bad.
They've been proven bad. There is no alternative. It's all bad. You can't take any of it. If you have a fever, you suck it up. You deal with it. If you're in pain,
if you have to take it, don't take it.
Don't take it. Oh, it's not only. What is it again?
It's not. It can only good happen.
Nothing
bad can happen. It can only good happen.
It can only good happen. Like, what is? I don't even know. I don't know.
I do not know either. And it just is. It just whatever. I honestly don't think it could get any worse. And then it continues.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I'm unfortunately getting like desensitized to it, where I'm just like, I'm like, yeah, sure, fine. You know, this is what do we even expect anymore at this point?
Right.
So this is the final one. This is about Cuba.
This one is just, what is he talking about? This is one that's like, we'll just let this clip run. We'll let this clip run, and then we'll talk about it.
This country is going through what parts of the world are going through, and I will say there are parts of the world that don't take Tylenol. I mean, there's a rumor, and I don't know if it's so or not, that Cuba, they don't have Tylenol because they don't have the money for Tylenol, and they have virtually no autism, okay? Tell me about that one. And there are other parts of the world where they don't have Tylenol, where they don't have autism. That tells you a lot.
That tells me that a lot of countries don't test for it.
Yeah.
More likely than not.
I don't know if you've ever heard of this, Carson, but Cuba actually produces like the most doctors per capita in the world.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they produce a shit ton of doctors, and they're good doctors too. Like they're very good doctors.
That's why they don't prescribe Tylenol.
Yeah, and I sincerely don't think it has anything to do with the money that's there.
Sure,
but that is one of those like wild claims where it's like, that is who has ever said that? Who has ever talked about how Cuba doesn't have money for Tylenol? Like Tylenol is literally like cents on the dot. Like it is maybe like 0.01 cent to make a Tylenol tablet.
Yeah.
Like it is very cheap to do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Gavin, it's a rumor. He doesn't know if it's true.
I don't know if it's so or not.
Like, don't say it. Just keep it to yourself. And every time you've done that, you've looked like an absolute fucking idiot with the eating cats and dogs thing, with all this other shit. You look like a moron, and then all your little cronies have to go around keeping the rumor up to make it seem like it's true. Like, that's what JD did after the dogs and cats thing. Is he just that was his thing. Is he just had to be like that? No, they are doing it. There is proof of it.
And as the administration goes on, I feel like in the last 6 months or so, we've seen a lot more like Make-A-Wish kid type of vibes with him. I know the Today Show has mentioned this before, but like, you know, I feel like Donald Trump is one of a few presidents that people have made such huge accommodations for, where like he's able to touch the FIFA World Cup. The U.S. Open Cup and all these things. And they're like, yeah, that's right, Mr. President. Mm-hmm. You are the smartest one that we've ever met. You know, it's a lot of that. And
yeah, of course.
This also aligns with that, where they're like, you're right, Mr. President. Cuba doesn't have money.
They don't have Tylenol.
They don't have Tylenol. You're right.
Or autism. You're right.
You're right.
You're right,
that's
buddy.
right. I don't know where you got that information, but you're right.
You're right.
And I'm sure you wouldn't say something that's not true.
No. Yeah, that's a good comparison, because it is a lot of that going on, where it's like,
if he says something, they have to corroborate that story every time.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's gone so far as to getting Jimmy Kimmel taken off the air when he said something mean about the president.
Right. Donald John President.
Now he's like, anybody who is mean to me they're gone. It's like it's like a kid. It's a child.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Speaking of children, poop spray causes $55,000 in damage at South Carolina school. Teaching assistant arrested and charged. Uh-oh. It wasn't a kid who did it. So this comes from NBC News, of course, our favorite news source of all time. I would like to shout out the author of it, but I don't think I can pronounce that. Milli Vanilli?
I can't read it.
Milli Vanilli Burke. No, that might be mean towards their name. So I'm not going to pronounce it, but shout out to Burke for writing this.
Minnie Von Burke. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. A South Carolina teaching assistant was arrested and charged with using poop spray in school, causing students to seek medical attention and resulting in thousands of dollars in damage. Alexander Paul Robertson Lewis. Whoa, holy shit, that's 4 names. Alexander Paul Robertson Lewis, 32, was arrested Friday and charged with disturbing schools and malicious injury to property, the Florence County Sheriff's Office said in a news release. When I read this, I was like, who is this? What is this guy, Bart Simpson? What is this, Springfield, Illinois? Bart Simpson going around wreaking havoc? Investigators said Lewis used the spray multiple times at West Florence High School from August 25th to September 19th.
Jesus Christ.
So for a whole month.
He thought this shit was the funniest thing on earth. He thought this shit was so funny.
I will have to, unfortunately, we don't have a motive. If there's ever been a motive I've wanted, it was with this, and there's no motive. There's no, like, he was trying to be funny. It's just like...
What if he was just doing it to piss people off?
That's what I wonder, if he was like trying to get back at somebody. So he says this, goes on to say, the spray, which can be purchased online, is designed to imitate fecal odor, the sheriff's office said. Wow, good job, sheriff's office. Let's give a round of
How about
hands.
How about that, guys?
Good job, you guys. Videos have gone viral on TikTok and social media showing people spraying foul odor in their cars, homes, elevators as pranks. There we go. Thank you. Which also, it's been a viral thing for like 15 years at this point.
Yeah, it's been around for a very long time.
The spray caused a disruption at the school, and some students had to seek medical attention for respiratory issues, authorities said. It also resulted in a hefty $55,000 bill in repairs for the school's air conditioning system, the sheriff's office said. Which I'm like, what you have to repair the whole... You have to repair the... How could a spray Why would you have to replace the air conditioner?
I feel like there's a really big missing piece in this story. Is that was he going around spraying like in the hallway and just being like, haha, funny. Oh, someone farted.
Or was he like pouring it?
Or was he like, was he pouring it into the fucking air conditioners and was just like, yeah, we gotta leave this class.
This is like the Joker.
Yeah.
We gotta get out of here, you guys. It stinks
Scarecrow.
like shit.
Oh, it smells so bad, doesn't it?
Doesn't it stink in here? I want to finish this up.
The AC now.
Because this part was really interesting. Not this next part. It's not clear whether Lewis has an attorney. He's being held at the detention center, yada, yada. But then this part, in 2023, 2 teenage boys at a Texas high school were criminally charged after a fart spray prank led to evacuations, canceled classes, and sent students to the hospital for nausea and headaches.
All right.
The boys, 18 and 17 at the time, were charged with possession of a prohibited weapon. I guess like this. I feel like fart spray could kind of be weighed in. This is not a cool crime, by the way. No, not at all. It's stupid.
Fart spray could be considered like a biological weapon, right?
I guess. I mean, it's legally sold.
It is legally sold. I think in like large amounts, it could be like, I think that might be why they considered it a prohibited weapon. But
it's wild. It's just a wild. I mean, sure, yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, I remember whenever we were in middle school, and there was like a rubber belt that like on the AC that like melted in the hot summer, and smelled like burnt rubber in like half of the school.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and we had one of our my classroom was one of the ones that was affected.
Oh,
and that smell of burning rubber is like ingrained in my head.
Sure,
but I would never say that. I wouldn't say that I needed to go to the hospital for it.
Well, no, you're not a pussy, dude.
Come on, these kids nowadays. Right? These kids nowadays are weak.
When I was in elementary school, we smelled poop all day and not have a problem with it. Our school was next to the manure factory.
We used to just shit our pants and then just throw them out when we were done.
We had no bathrooms. We were shitting in class.
We were shitting in each other's places.
We didn't even have recess. We'd go outside and shovel manure.
That's what we did for fun, and we didn't get paid for it, but it was a lot of fun to shovel manure.
We had no problem with it at all. We just do it every day. There was no problem.
I can't get over that it was a teacher, a teaching assistant, 32-year-old man for a month. Why?
He just couldn't get over it. He just loved the thrill of making people freak out about the farts. Oh, who farted?
Yeah, I gotta know. I need to know the motive, and I need to know how he was doing it.
Imagine going to.
I need to know how he's caught too. That's the other thing.
Just imagine him like middle of the spray, and they're like,
it's breast spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta. I mean, I'm assuming they saw him doing something on camera, but what? I gotta know.
Or he spent like a stupid amount of time away from a classroom, and like then they're like, and then the poop spray permeated the school shortly following his disappearance.
Yeah, he would go to the bathroom
like,
and then...
literally suspect number one.
Oh man, I just gotta know. And how do you not? Oh, I have so many questions. I mean, this one we might have to follow up on if we get any more info on it. I wish they showed his mugshot too, because he looks like somebody who would do it. Let me see if I can find that. Because it's. I mean, you see it, and you're like, yeah.
Well, you're either a smart fella, or you're a fart smeller.
Hey, dude, you said it, man. Yeah, this guy looks like a fucking blockhead.
Let's get a picture, Carson. Let's see it. Yeah, there you go. That guy does look like someone who would be spraying poop spray at a high school.
What if I just pull up a picture as Bart Simpson? Look at this guy, dude. Look at this guy.
Not a shred of guilt in his eyes.
No, not at all. There's like a video of him like in the detention center, which was really weird.
Did they disarm him from his poop spray, or were they able to?
No, he still had it on.
Was he able to sneak it in his prison pocket?
His prison pocket?
Yeah.
Look at this. This isn't a video, but this is him. Well, how did they get this picture? Why does this picture exist? Like, what is this? This is so strange to me. And he's got the fucking cut. They got this guy. This guy is like fucking. This guy is like the Joker. They're like, we got to keep this fucking guy chained down.
Yeah, this guy is a real prankster.
This guy is. He's a flight risk.
He's a real fart smeller.
Also, this guy's 32.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I know people who I say he probably could have passed off as 40.
Oh, easily passed off as 40.
A good 50, but easily could have passed off as 40.
How do we talk to one of the
like,
kids at the high school without getting in trouble?
Yeah. What are the?
I want to know.
We're gonna be some journalists. Here. I do want to know. Like, well, I guess. The other thing is that it's like, is he actually 32?
It's a good point. We could have a George Santos situation here. What if they? Well, I was gonna say, what if in the mugshot he was wearing that like suicide vest where they're like worried that he's gonna.
Oh yeah.
Like it's that big of a deal that they're like.
He's wearing the Hannibal Lecter mask.
Yeah, they're like, this guy's a real problem.
This guy's gonna kill somebody.
Hold on, I just found something else that I want to look at. Where'd it go?
Fart smeller t-shirt.
No, it was like, it looked like the actual write-up on it, but I can't read that. I don't know what that is. Anyways, let's move on. That's enough smelling farts for today. Because we have huge breaking Star Wars news. Of course, we're a big Star Wars pod over here. We're Star Wars boys. And the trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu just released 6 days ago at the time we're recording this.
But I'd say this is one of those big news stories that flies under the radar, Carson.
I think so.
I honestly had only seen this trailer once in the last week. So I'd say it's pretty big news if no one's really talking about it.
Well,
we have to bring about the news.
We're bringing about the news and be fart smellers. Because we talked about this when this trailer whenever this news first dropped that Jeremy Allen White would be playing Rod of the Hutt, because immediately we were like, what does that even mean? Is he just voice acting? Is he actually playing?
Well, at this point, Carson, you weren't as big of a Star Wars fan
That's true.
as you are now. So maybe
you
could provide some insight into maybe who Rod of the Hutt is.
Well, it's Jabba the Hutt's son.
Right.
And he's in this movie.
Wasn't he also? Didn't we also read like a character description of Rod of the Hutt?
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
I think we did. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything from it, but I'm sure we did. So this is a big deal. I can't wait to talk about this. So we're not going to show the whole trailer because I think we could get a copyright for that. So we're just going to watch the moment when the big reveal happens. Again, this is a big deal. So,
huge deal.
So we're about halfway into the trailer. Let's go and check this out. Here we go.
Impressive.
There it is,
guys. Rod of the Hutt. We get our first look at Rod of the Hutt. Isn't that cool?
Look at that.
That's Jeremy Allen White under that suit. I think it's probably CGI. Let me get this. Let's get this up to 4K. Yeah, that looks better. Doesn't look any different. It's pretty cool. This is what we've been waiting months for, Gavin.
Years.
Got it.
Years in my case. I've been waiting to see Rod of the Hutt.
Also, that doesn't sound anything like Jeremy Allen White. Let's watch this part again. I can't imagine Jeremy Allen White making that. Yes!
Well, I never thought I'd hear Jeremy Allen White singing. What's Bob Dylan's favorite song?
He's gonna be
like a Rolling Stone.
You're thinking of Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
Jeremy Allen White. He's playing Bring Sing Sing.
Bring Springsteen. Dude, that movie comes
Bruce
out.
Sing Sing.
Going to Sing Sing.
That
That movie comes out in a couple weeks, in a month, almost exactly a month. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy? I've seen nothing.
Maybe we were born to run.
I think I've maybe seen the trailer in theaters like once, and I go to the movies every single week.
I was gonna say.
So I'm very interested in why there's not been a larger marketing push for that.
Oh, there will be probably about like 2 weeks out.
Yeah, I would imagine. What do you think about this new Star Wars movie? Because I'm confused. I can't find a clear answer if this is like I keep seeing people being like, they're just gonna show an episode of The Mandalorian in the theater. Like I keep seeing that in the comments, but then I read up on it, and apparently like they were going to have a new season, and then because of the strikes, they weren't able to, and so they instead like went and wrote a movie. Like the new season became a movie.
Yeah,
is my assumption? Understanding?
Yeah, I think that's something like that. Which is, I don't know. I think a lot of people had some gripes with the most recent Mandalorian season that came out. Okay. So I would imagine they were able to spend a little bit more time on this, I hope, and able to, nail some things out. But it sounds like you're going to have to watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering is like, fuck, I'm going to have to watch The Mandalorian. Because
you will not know what's really going on in this
that's true.
show at all, or in this movie at all if you don't watch those. Because
maybe I'll just watch like one of those things where it's like you get the whole season in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Just like a quick wrap up.
I don't really want to sit through and watch. Maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I will. I'll think about it.
The first two seasons are like actually pretty good television.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard. People loved it when it came out.
They're actually pretty good television. The first season's a lot of like spaghetti western, which is great.
I like that.
It was like a dream come true. And then it immediately like devolved into like third or fourth season, I think it started to devolve into like some real slop.
That's a lot of seasons. I didn't know there's that many.
Yeah, I think it is somewhere in that vicinity.
I will say,
it's on Disney Plus though. So if you cancel your Disney Plus because of Jimmy Kimmel, well, SOL.
I didn't, but I also don't pay for it. It's my mommy pays for it. I will say, I'm not, I'm a newer Star Wars fan, so I'll probably get grilled for this. I thought the trailer looks pretty good. I thought the trailer.
No, yeah, I think
the trailer. I was like, okay, this looks good.
And actually, along with the release of this movie, this trailer, people were also like retroactively talking about how great the sequels were, the 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
Or 7, 8, 9. I'm sorry.
I still am getting to. Haven't got there yet. We got to find a date.
We got to watch Rogue One.
We got to find a date to watch it, man. We just got to do it. Just got to do it. We'll get there. I know you got a busy couple weeks.
We got a busy schedule coming up, but hopefully it slows down at some point.
We'll get there. I'm ready, man. I'm excited for it. That's funny that people were.
Yeah, a lot of people were immediately talking about like how good those trailers were too. Where they're like, those were really good trailers.
Oh, the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, the trailers were fucking incredible. And I still even after I watched them, I was like, I still don't mind them. Like I've never been one to take a strong side, but I definitely always liked those movies. I like Star Wars movies, good or bad. I just like Star Wars movies. So I'm probably gonna go watch this.
Oh yeah. Why? The idea of seeing a new Star Wars thing in theaters excites the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that like I really hope it still has that normal crawl. However, I doubt it would be because Rogue One did not have the normal crawl.
Did you see the Han Solo in theater?
No, I did not. I did not see Han Solo in
theater.
I need to watch that movie too.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I just not heard good things though.
Yeah, no, me neither. I do like is that Aaron Eckhart? I do like Aaron Eckhart as an actor.
Sure, I don't know who's in that.
I do like him as an actor.
Okay.
And Donald Glover's in the movie too, so.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I like him. There's these little guys. I don't really care for like Baby Yoda, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't like excite me. I mean, it's fun. I don't have any problem with it. But there's these other little guys in the movie with Baby Yoda. There's like a scene where they're like look like they're going through a sewer. And I really like those little guys because they like say something like, "Come on, buddy, let's go," and I'm like, "I gotta know more."
If this is what the movie's gonna be, then
I gotta know more about these little guys.
Yeah. I don't even know if I've watched that. I think, yeah, I'm remembering like one of the last episodes I watched, but
because if there's if those fellas are in the show, then I want to watch the show.
He's game.
Then. I'm game. You give me a little rat looking guys that have funny voices, I'm in. Do you got the theme song ready? Oh shit! Because you know what's about to happen. We got a Gavin's Techno World coming up. The return of Gavin's Techno World. And no, I'm not just stalling to give time for Gavin to find the song. There it is.
Gavin's Techno World. Gavin's Techno World. This is Gavin's Techno.
Whoa.
Welcome to Gavin's Techno World, where I talk about technology. Carson.
Good intro.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Carson.
Yes.
This past Friday, or I guess, what was it? Last Friday was whenever the new iPhone's released.
Yes. And can I ask the question? Is this like earlier? Did they always release them this early in the year? I feel like it was like no. I didn't. They. I think they usually postponed it to like end of September, early October. I think in the past. Okay,
like, I remember October, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, around there.
Okay.
Like in that range.
Yeah.
First 2 weeks of October, I'm pretty sure. But they would open up pre-orders and then they would have them ready.
Right.
So at this event, they announced the new Apple Watch. Not really many improvements there, but I think they are getting like blood oxygen reader now, and then they also got approved for being able to detect hypertension in people. So your watch will be able to tell you if you have hypertension, good or bad. I don't know, but scary still.
Yeah.
Long-standing hypertension is not good. Crazy idea. They announced 3 new iPhones, the base model iPhone 17. They also released the iPhone Air and the iPhone Pro and Pro Max, 17 Pro and Pro Max. The 17 base model they all now have base storage of 256 gigabytes.
I like that.
That's as small as it gets. They get 256 gigabytes, which is crazy.
That is.
I think that is also further showing that they're moving towards a longer standing iPhone refresh model. Is that you're going to have, I think in the next couple of years, there's been reports that maybe they postpone or they like go every other year release date because they're not going to be able to make those types of technological leaps every year. As much money as it makes for them, it would probably be more lucrative to have a much better and less iterative phone. So they improved on the base model. They gave it the display that are also on the Air and the Pro Max. So that's also one of the reasons why I moved over and got the iPhone 17 base model, because it is way more bang for your buck. Yeah. And also, I really don't like that huge camera bump going all the way the entire length of that. The iPhone Air is basically it's the 17 Pro Max. It's huge. It's a very big phone. It's a big phone. Very thin phone.
Have
with
you
one
seen
camera.
one in person?
I have seen one in person. They're very sleek. They're very slick. And really the concerns were the battery life for people because it is so thin. That was always the concerns with the 6, the 7s, the 8s. That was always a concern. So they started making them thicker, and then now they went back to thin. And in that entire top bar where the camera and the glass bar is on the iPhone Air, that's where all the housing components are. That's where all of the components except for the battery are, which is nuts to think. Nuts. Like that's kind of crazy. One of the battery, and then my other concern was that it only had one speaker. So the sound quality may not have been good, but a lot of people were like, well, like how much do people really listen to music and stuff outside on their phone, outside on a speaker? And I'm like, well, true, but like people watch videos and stuff out loud. And it's nice to have. And I'm a sound quality person, but whenever I was talking to the Verizon rep, he was like, they did a test and like the decibels are the same. And I'm like, yes, that would make sense. They're very similar speakers.
Doesn't mean quality. It just
but it would, I wasn't able to test it in store, but it does get as loud.
Were you considering getting the Air?
I did,
Okay.
but then I saw how big it was, and even this is bigger than my old phone. So
Yeah.
I was like, this is. I'm like,
This is enough.
I'm having trouble handling this phone.
Okay.
Like, I actually am having trouble handling this phone.
Uh-huh.
Because it's just like my hand got so used to the 12, and the 12 was like a perfect size.
Yeah.
Moving up to a 5-year iteration where the phone has gotten progressively bigger, heavier.
Mm-hmm.
That was a adjustment period. The other thing was that they moved away from aluminum, or moved away from titanium and moved back to aluminum. So people have discovered that it's great for heat. However, if you drop your phone, you get like these huge like bent shapes. And also on the Pro Max, people are noticing that they've been saying that the quality is like the paint chips off easier.
Okay.
But like if you're putting on a case, you should be okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing that was a selling point for me was that just the screens are all the same, but that was like a huge selling point is now that they have the 120 hertz refresh rate, so it's a lot smoother of a feel. And I can tell, some people can't, but I can tell whenever a screen has like the smoother effect of having a higher refresh rate. It's much quicker. They also on the base model they added the switch, the like camera control switch on the bottom, and then they also moved away from the like switch. They added like the action button or whatever that was on the Pro. So this is essentially last year's 16 Pro.
Yeah.
As a base model.
Nice.
Which is what they should really do. They should have been doing a long time ago.
Right.
And the other reason why it was a selling point to go to a normal 17 for me, because that was always kind of a mental block, is I was like, well, I want to get the Pro. I want to get the Pro model. This year they were like, we're going to throw out all of the jargon that if you're not in the film industry whatsoever, or you're not into film production, you will not know what the fuck this section was. And they were not afraid to like alienate people about it, where they're like, this is the Pro model. It is a Pro device.
Yeah, which
like,
is good.
We want people who will be shooting and making videos on it like as a Pro device.
Yeah.
It's like the Mac Pro with like this cheese grater. Like that was like, $5,000 base model, and people were like, that's crazy for a Mac, blah blah blah. And they're like, well, it's not supposed to be for the everyday person. It's not supposed to be. This is supposed to be for film production. This is supposed to be for,
for press.
Huge. Yeah, it is. It's a Pro level device. So, a lot of people have been justifying getting the Pro model just because of the zoom level on there. But if you wanted a zoom model or, a zoom thing, and you were really worried about zoom on a camera, you probably would have gotten like a Samsung from like 3 years ago. They were able to do like the stuff that I've been seeing people tout on the iPhone for years now.
Yeah.
Like whenever they first debuted the Samsung phones, it was like you could go in 100 times and, be in the outfield and see the pitch that the pitcher is throwing.
The zoom thing is so funny to me because I still see so many posts and I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't know why we're like freaking out about the zoom. I don't know.
Yeah,
cool, but it's like, okay, yeah.
I've never gotten it either because it's just like, okay, cool. Like you can zoom
it's
now.
Great, yeah, you can zoom really. You can really get far in there. It's cool.
Yeah. And they also announced liquid glass, which is the iOS 26. They made it so it coincides with the next year.
Okay, so then it's called liquid glass.
It's called liquid glass. That's correct.
That's pretty cool.
And allegedly it uses as much like this is like the control center. This is how I have my control center set up, but
what's the ear?
It uses as much like GPU power and battery as running a game on your phone, because it's so like intensive on the
really
on the hardware, I guess.
Yeah.
So
what's that ear? That button with it looks like an ear.
Oh, this this one
thing you were just on.
It's a accessibility thing, and you can, if you click it, you can put on background sounds. So whenever I was studying, I would put on background sounds, and then you get to choose from.
Dude, it's like
you get to choose from like rain, stream, night, fire, babble, steam, airplane, boat, bus, train. So
that's cool.
On your AirPods, you're able to just play background sounds.
That's cool. Let's hear it. Doesn't sound like rain.
That's
nope.
It's got to be on your headphones.
All right. Well,
all right.
Well, we tried.
So that's what the ear thing is on there. But anywho, so that's the new iPhone models, and I think that the Air, and I've seen other people speculate this, is a like a foray into the foldable. So that's going to be one half of a foldable next year.
That'd be very interesting. I got to talk to that with my friend Wes, who has the whatever it's called, the Samsung Fold phone, the foldable one.
Yeah, Z Fold.
He has that, and he loves it. And I need to tell him, well, they're making an iPhone that they're going to probably make an
eventually.
iPhone that folds. So,
it might be a year or two away, but still.
Yeah, I'll tell him because he's a big he's a PC believer, and we always jokingly have fights about that. Because then he recently got a MacBook Air, and he told me that he loves it, and I was like, I know, I hear you, bud.
Everything just works. Everything just works.
Just works. You don't have to fucking do a bunch of stupid shit and be a engineer to figure it out. I digress.
Exactly.
Gavin's Techno World. Gavin's Techno World. Gavin's Techno World. This is Gavin's Techno World.
Gavin, I guess this isn't technically a part of your techno world. Maybe this is my techno world, because I just wanted to point out Stereo Gum made this great post that was really funny, because it was a rough week for phones despite the new iPhone releasing. Starting with Turnstile, which we talked about earlier. People at like the Boston and like I think a lot of East Coast shows were getting their phones like nabbed. People were like getting like pickpocketing people for their phones. So that was kind of the start of it. So here's a funny shirt. It says, "I survived the phone heist of the Never Enough tour." Thought that was pretty funny. Now there's the guy of the Hives, just like grabbing people's phones from the audience for some reason. I don't really know why. I don't really know what. There's probably some joke here I'm missing. I did see somebody I follow went to go see the Hives, and I can't remember who it was. But I thought that was interesting. Chris Martin of Coldplay, who we also talked about earlier, asked fans to go phone free for the song for one song unless you're on Grindr. So I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Then Iron Maiden put out a statement, and in the rest of the venue, we are requesting that fans once again keep their phones in their pockets and enjoy the show in the moment rather than raise their phone in the air trying to film sections and thus inconveniencing those around them. So if a so-called fan near you thinks they are special and filming what they selfishly want, please just ask them, very politely, of course, to put their phone somewhere the sun doesn't shine. What a weird... It's so weird.
Thank you, Iron Maiden.
Thank you, Iron Maiden. Moving on. Paul McCartney announces phone-free Santa Barbara show, which, funny enough, Gavin, I did not tell you anything about this because I didn't want to say anything until I had confirmation, but I entered to purchase tickets for this show because Santa Barbara is like 2 hours away. And it was like a kind of an intimate outdoor venue, and I was really hoping it would happen. And I got the notice on Monday that I did not get selected to purchase tickets, which I was bummed about. But I was thinking about it because they say in the the link to enter to get tickets that it was going to be a phone free show. Everybody's phones will be locked in one of those cases. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because I was like, I wonder what I would, because I'm going to get there pretty early. I wonder what I'll do. Like, I guess I was thinking about that. Like, what would I do? And I was like, I think I'd probably just drink more. Like, that's probably why people drank more at shows, is because, like, what else do? You just go get some drinks and hang out. I was like, I was looking forward to it. I didn't like hate that idea. I was just like, oh, I wonder what I'll do. Another one, Sabrina Carpenter, thinking of that idea of going phone free. I like this. This is horny in the background. I thought that was funny. Maynard James Keenan of Tool fame and Perfect Circle reflects on phone concert ban. Quote, the thing you're getting on your phone sucks, which I want to talk about in a minute. And then it just goes
this
on.
one actually, Ghost, at the Ghost show I went to, we didn't have our phones.
Really? I didn't know that.
So I can speak on
I did not
what
know
it
this.
was like to not have your phones during that. And it was
fine.
Just kind of waiting around.
Yeah. Did they like give you a thing that they locked your phone in?
Yeah, and they didn't check per se. They weren't checking because I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I did see people like get on their phones and stuff or bring a
Sure.
second phone or something. But or keep it in their pocket.
Yeah.
Not really disclose it, but yeah, we walked in and they handed us this bag and then they snapped it closed, or they had us stick our phone and they snapped it closed, and they're like, after the show we'll get it. And then on the way out they like smack it onto this plate, and then it like undoes it, and then they throw it into a box.
That's funny. I didn't know that happened.
I was thinking, I was like, what should be the case is, you would be able to walk out the door and it would automatically undo it. Like that would be ideal. You walk through the door and it undoes it.
Right, but then they need their little
Bags
thingies
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was interesting. It does make the show go by a little bit quicker because you don't know what time it is.
That's true. My thing with it is like, as I replace my battery here, apologize, folks. My thing with it, like, it annoyed me. It always annoys me whenever bands or people will be like, the thing you're filming sucks anyways. Like, what do you do? Like, why do you care about filming it? And like, to a degree, I hear what they're saying, but for me, like, what I do when I go to a show, and it's I'll be on my phone before the show. As soon as the show starts, phone goes in the pocket, and it stays there. And maybe I will take one video clip or one picture of the show, and that's it. I'm not filming. Like, I can't stand people who film the whole show or who keep taking their phone out to take pictures and videos. That does annoy me. And I'm sure that's more who they're talking about. But like, for me, I cannot tell you how many times I will go through my phone pictures and videos and go look back at the concerts I went to. And a lot of the times I'm like, man, I wish I would have taken more pictures or videos at this show, like, to remember it. And of course it's like, memories up here. That's why I don't take that many pictures or videos. But like, it annoys me when they're like, put your fucking phones away. And it's like, nah, man, I want to like have a memory of this. Like,
right.
That's what we have these things for. I don't know.
What I usually do is I record like my favorite sections from a song. Like I record a lot of the drops from Turnstile and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also, like, to a degree, I think it also, like, just because we're still in the social media age, I think it still also shows publicity. It like is
right.
It spreads the news around that like people went to this concert and like, oh, you went to that concert,
Sure, yeah, it's,
like,
it's
cool,
good for them. It's good for the band or
it's
the
good
artist.
publicity for them. So it's like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't think if you're annoyed, if you as the artist are annoyed by it, you're okay it's okay to say you don't want them there.
Yeah, I think that's totally fine. I just get annoyed with it because I'm like, I'm perfectly fine with it if you're not being obnoxious about it. And of course, I know that's what they're talking about because there are really fucking obnoxious people with their phones. I've seen it firsthand, and I can't stand the like when they're coming at the crowd. Like the guy from the Hives is like nabbing people's phones because I'm like, I can't even imagine being that artist and you're walking up to the crowd to have like this intimate moment that you think is special to them, but they're just like sticking a phone in your face. Like, fuck that. Get your fucking phone. Have this fucking moment with me. That's why I love hardcore shows. You will never, ever, ever see that at a hardcore show. I've never in my life. They're always, anytime they come up to the fucking crowd, the crowd is screaming with them into the mic. They're in the moment. They're not like fucking, nobody's sticking the phone in no Brian Garris from Knocked Loose's face or anything. Like they're having that moment. And that's why those shows are great. Like I could not imagine being in a position where someone's fucking sticking their phone in my face. It'd be so annoying. So to a degree, I get it. To another degree, it's like,
it is also very interesting to me because I'd say in 10 years, one of the only people that had been talking about not having phones at their show was Jack White. And I remember Jack White being like, almost like old man yelling at the sky type of vibes, like just like crotchety old neighbor about it. But I think as people realized what he was talking about, I think people were like, oh yeah, that does make sense. Like, yeah, that does make sense to live in the moment more about that, you know?
Definitely. I don't think that's a bad message at all, but it's like, you know, we are living in an age where we have this technology and it's good and it's got good and bad components of it. But one of the good things is that we can take high quality pictures or videos at any point.
Yeah.
And it's like, as long as you're not being an asshat about that, then there shouldn't be any problem.
Yeah. The other thing I noticed at this show was that there were a couple people with digital cameras, like old digital cameras.
That's like wrists. A thing now. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of Gen Zers that are going back, Gen Zers and younger that are going back to like plugged in headphones. iPods.
It's so funny.
You know, that type of thing. Reclaiming those things because mainly just because like it's better to have specialized products for exactly what you want. Like it's cool to have like 150 tool product, but the one niche product is just a lot cooler and like it's just better. You know, it just comes off as like you're getting a better experience because it's optimized just for that.
Yeah,
like iPhones don't have headphone jacks anymore. You know. So it's like if you have something that has a headphone jack, it does allow you to do those things, and you're able to curate your music taste more. Like it comes off as more pretentious almost because it's I spent time to upload this. I spent time to pick out these songs and put these onto my iPod. You know, and the digital camera thing as well is that a lot of people, I've seen a couple of people buy iPhone 5Cs, 6s.
Yes, they want the shit quality for some reason.
They do want the shit quality.
And I'm like, why?
And like after living with the shit quality, I remember, and even still, even with my new phone, I was kind of amazed at how clear the picture was at some of the concerts, or at the concert last night that I took. But I remember being so disappointed whenever I brought out my phone, like during like a Muse concert like 10 years ago at this point. And being like, you can't even fucking see them. And the sound is terrible.
Yep.
Like my finger was covering the speaker. The lights were blowing out my camera, so I can't see them.
Yep.
Like it was just kind of like, and you couldn't zoom in on the photos because it immediately drops off because at that time night photography was not a thing. They never thought to make anything better about night photography. Right. So it was just like I was always disappointed. So I've never understood the shit quality other than to be like, oh yeah, like
it's, you know, it's nostalgia nostalgic. For a generation they didn't even live in. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, which I get it because it's also like why vinyl came back. You know, it's like it's nice to have something that's like specialized for that. The sound is directly printed in on those.
Yep. You know, same reason why I wear vintage shirts every day of my life.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing. Why I don't buy that many clothes. I have to make sure that that's exactly the quality I want.
Yeah, I am definitely nostalgic for things I didn't grow up with, which is a strange phenomenon. So at the same time I question it, and at the same time I also understand it. The wired headphones thing is so funny because I'm like, dude, after AirPods, I will never go back. I have no desire to go back.
I have never. I mean, I remember being on the bus and then putting it in my pocket and then like accidentally like crotching my cord and then pulling it up and then like ripping them out of my head, It was it always felt so bad.
It's awful.
Or, you know, just forgetting that I have it and then ripping them out of my ears, you know, just I personally will probably never go back to wired anything.
Literally AirPods are the thing, like the most important like thing that I have. Like I'm not even joking. Like I use them every single day, hours and hours out of a day. They're always with me. Like I could not. I've noted like the worst part is carrying wired headphones
And even to me, I think the worst part now is carrying AirPods.
Oh, really?
It's like you can lose them so easy. Like,
I guess that's same with wired headphones though. You could lose those.
Yeah,
pretty easily,
wired
too.
headphones. You would waste a lot of time also untangling them too.
Yeah, it's
there
horrible.
wasn't ever like a really good like.
And they get gross
mechanism.
in your pocket, and it's like it's gross.
I just remember how awful those like first iteration Apple EarPods felt.
Most
like
uncomfortable.
EarPods, like the wired ones.
Yep.
And they just
The flat
basically were
ones.
just plates. Yeah, they were just plates putting into your ear.
Awful.
Worst feeling on
was
planet
shit.
Earth.
They were
Oh my
terrible.
god.
Terrible.
Awful feeling on your ears.
Dude, they were the worst. They were so bad. Well, that about does it,
But
folks.
there's a whole. Actually, I will plug this.
Okay.
The Verge is making a podcast where they go back through old tech that
Oh.
came out in the last like 10 years, 15 years, and reminisce about what those were like.
That's
so
very interesting.
I have to listen to those.
Yeah.
Because like I watched those videos whenever I was like 15, 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're gonna go back and reminisce about those videos, like the HTC One and all those. Like
That's cool.
The Robin Blue Egg or something like that. I don't know. It was a
Sounds
phone.
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. They're probably gonna reminisce on those types of things. So I'm gonna have to listen to that.
That sounds cool. I'm curious to hear that. Moving on though, folks, the final segment of the day of the week that we do every single week, called What You Listening To, where Gavin and I recommend a song, album, or artist to each other, to the audience, of what we've been listening to the past week. Gavin, what are you listening to this week?
To put it lightly, I am listening to The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway's new remaster from 2025. Came out on Friday. They remastered it and listened to a good 2/3 of it so far. It's a very long album. Haven't listened to any of the live shows. My father says they're really good. Because they have like a couple live shows from like 1975 that were remastered.
I like
which
that.
is crazy.
I like live stuff.
So it's a very long album. The whole thing total is 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Jesus.
With all the live songs and everything.
Yeah.
But the remasters bring out some interesting parts that I always forget about, like the bass and guitar, and the keyboard on this album plays more like they're playing in a studio and less about playing on the track. Like there's no other way to describe it, but it's less in your face about it. And there's a little bit more air or more of a natural feeling about the synthesizer. So I enjoy it a lot. There's definitely a couple parts that I think I need to listen to with headphones, just because I think people have mentioned on the subreddit and on Facebook and stuff like that, because that's where all the old people are, right? Facebook.
Yeah.
But they talk about how you can hear some of the harmonies a little bit differently, but I think they brought up the bass a shit ton in these mixes. That is like all I hear. I just hear the bass. It's just cranking throughout this whole album. So I think that this is a good take on it. They spent a lot of time in the studio, remastering this album. So gonna have to dig into it a little bit more and figure out what are my favorite parts that are maybe different between each one. But I'm sure it's a whole hell of a lot better than the first recording. So they released it on vinyl and everything. So
nice.
We'll say you can hear some tape hissing in this. On this take, I think I just got used to it, but just because now there's a couple others that are so clean and a couple tracks that are so clean, and then you hear other tracks that like basically have a tape playing. You can hear like this very quietly in the background on a couple of them. That was not as apparent on previous iterations of the album. So
I wonder why
we'll have to give it another listen through. But
I wonder
what's that?
I wonder why they would leave that in. It seems like
because it's like you can't do anything with that.
Okay,
like
I see.
the other ones, you're recording it onto a track or you're able to do things, but the tape or the recording or a sample that they were using a tape,
they can't get it out.
You can't get that out. It's like why they waited so long to do a new Beatles song, because they couldn't get the tape sound off of John Lennon's voice. So
makes sense. Well, Gavin, this week I don't think I've recommended this. I apologize if I did. I don't think I did, because I kept waiting to do it and then new stuff was coming out. But I'm recommending the new-ish album. It's a couple months old at this point. by the band Thousand Below. It's called Buried in Jade. Just came out this year. This is a band I was not familiar with at all. This was one of those albums where I saw the cover on YouTube Music and was like, that looks cool. I'm going to listen to that. And I did, and I fucking love it. It's really, really good. I've said this a lot, and I'll say it again. It's probably going to make it to my list of my favorite albums, but I have a lot on that list, so we'll see where it ranks. But I think it's going to rank pretty high. I can't stop listening to it. It's really cool. Metalcore album with maybe like a tinge of some like emo-ness of that emo era of like the, the 2010s ish. Kind of sounds like a few other bands, but it's really good. It's very, very good. I like it a lot.
You said it was Buried in Jade.
Buried in Jade by Thousand Below. So yeah, that's what I'm listening to, and I'm really digging it. Let's get out of here, Gavin. It's getting late for you. It's coming. Hang on, guys. Hang on to your butts and get ready for Carson's Cinema Coroner starting next week.
Well, everybody, thanks for listening to Takes All Kinds Podcast, episode 235. Keep watching, keep listening, keep doing it is whatever you do to our episodes. We'll be here watching, waiting, listening. Carson.
That's it. We'll see you next week, folks. We love talking to you.